Mic is back on. Okay, so here we are. Let's go, waiting for the game. Again, guys, thank you so much. This is the EMVP League. This is the first day of the qualifiers. This is our third match, though. It is divided between 3 pools and 3 matches. We're going to be going in between Erangel and Myanmar, and then followed by Sanhok. So Sanhok going to be one of the smaller maps, going to be very, very intense to watch right there, as we will see a little bit of a scuffle between the early rings. Again, having those good drops early on, but the ring can really be a menace. Might just try and drop it near a chokehold, near a bridge, and just really ruin everybody's day. And you don't want to be gate kept on the other side of the bridge or forced to swim at that point, because you're just literally a sitting duck, or in this case a swimming duck. So it's going to be very, very difficult for a lot of these teams when they had to play around the islands for Sanhok. Again, 3 islands, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. Again, you want to probably try to land closer on Bravo, but again, with that big of an island right there, if the ring just hard shifts away towards Alpha, it's not going to be a pleasant time at all. Okay. So right as we go. Wear your face shield, yeah, Lionel? Lionel, come down, sit. Lionel, wear your face shield and sit. All right, my mic is on, yeah? Good.
I get my...
All right, so we... Okay, when you're ready. All right, guys, we are live. This is the AMVP League coming in right here, organized by RL Asia, sponsored and partnered with Homie, Scope Solutions, Fen Education, and UTM. This tournament is open to those of you who are under 19. That's right, 18 and under. Joining me right now is Neon Faith.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, your boy, Neon Faith. Like we said, we are here for the EMVP League here. Mr. Dr. Chicken Wing, how are you doing today?
I'm actually really excited. This is going to be the first time actually I'll get.
Are we going to be more serious?
No?
Summer.
Say my glover.
I can still call him Mr. Dr. Chicken Wing. You say yes or no?
I couldn't tell. No.
No, so no. Serious a bit lah.
Okay.
With my friend here, downright fierce.
Yeah, so pretty excited today. Again, it's going to be our first time casting PUBG Mobile.
I think
Don't want to
say that.
Yeah.
I think let's not say that.
All right. Okay, so pretty excited. This is going to be the first time we're going to be seeing all these players play in tournament right now. Again, this is going to be under 19, so a lot of young blood in the scene right there. So really want to see what these players have in store for us. Again, we are very used to seeing the meta, very used to seeing big names, big teams, but we're going to just really see exactly what have to offer. And aren't you excited about that, Neon Faith?
I'm excited, man. It's looking at the new blood of the scene. If you are not well versed with that, you're going to see so much strong blood as well. So I think the main thing right now is having a very, very strong team coming in.
Yeah, and it usually, I don't have no idea what you're saying. But again, a lot of this comes down to experience, but let's just see what kind of talent in general, because experience can be one thing or another, but you can learn a lot of this knowledge and everything coming from streams or just even watching other people play. So when it all comes down to it, even though these players may be really young, they may be really well versed in the game. So we just have to see exactly how good their positioning is, how good their map awareness is.
So if you guys actually, are you a real doctor?
I have a PhD.
You're a PhD.
Pretty huge damage.
I don't think it's it.
I don't think it's actually, that one won't actually fly. We're actually going to skip
But
it.
if you're interested in being a doctor, you can head over to UTM to get your PhD there. UTM, they do provide a lot of PhDs here. But at the same time, if you're looking to study even more, you can go to Scope Solutions to find the solution to your issues, or you can go to Fan Education. That's the word education, to get your PhD as well. So very, very interesting coming in from the side of Dr. Face here.
Yeah, so even if you guys aren't trying to pursue anything in terms of that, maybe you want to get into esports or anything of that sort, feel free to look up IRL Asia Academy. Again, we just recently announced that we have a partnership with IRL Asia, and it's been a real big blast for all of you who are reacting to that again. So look up on that post, look on the Facebook post to exactly see what we're talking about. But if you guys want to get into the industry as a player, as a shoutcaster, as maybe even part of production, feel free to look up IRL Asia Academy. So we will have that Facebook post. You guys can look up for that Facebook page up there. So while we get ready into the game, while things are happening right now, we will be going into the third map, Sunhook, and I've already talked a little bit about how messy some of the fights can be, given that it's on 3 separate islands. How do you feel about the map in general, though?
I really like Sunhook because, like you said, it's the smallest map here, so you're going to see a lot of action, a lot of tight, compact fights here. So really, you're going to see the positioning going to be a real issue. So some teams, because they like to have the open space, like a lot of space in between the players, but that is not the case. They want to have a more tight-knit match, you know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. So a lot of positioning will be more in key and more of a factor right there. Again, RNG, it could work out with the ring positioning and all that, but we might even see choices of weapons being switched out right there. Might be going for more of a spray sort of gun instead of just precision sniping or anything like that, or maybe even just going with a holographic or a red dot just to try and get that wider view for when they're doing shots, so they can get a better scene of what they're shooting at in general. But it's really, really just difficult to say. Again, a lot of these players might have their favorite, have their sort of preferred kit to run with. We just have yet to see exactly what they like.
Yeah, while I'm waiting for instruction here from Jay, do I need to continue commentating here on the side of this man? So, okay, we are going to continue commentating here for our mock play to play around here. While we are waiting for the room start, we're going to enter it right now. Room password here. Going to be a little secret here. Going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We love IRL Asia here. That's the password, ladies and gentlemen. Just kidding. That's not the password here, but I'm going to show you anyways because we are coolly here. And what do you think about the current map here, Sunhawk, or this game? Like we said, it's compact, we said it's small, but how do you think the match time is going to be?
Okay, so judging by how these teams have been playing so far, I feel like it'd still be brought down to maybe the 5th or 6th ring when we really start seeing the pickoffs right here. Even though the ring is going to be very, very small, they're going to be trying to favor their positioning more than the points right now. Given that this is the qualifier, the pressure isn't quite on yet. Grand finals, we might see teams try and scramble to get the kills to try and get on that leaderboard. But as of now in the qualifiers, I think they're just trying to get that placement. They're just trying to, get higher and live longer instead of trying to really scramble for points. And if they try to scramble, they could also lose. So
yeah, and then we also have Vega losing out to Arden here on the hill. The Warriors, I'm going to say. Shout outs to Warriors here, going to be playing a lot. And of course, there will be no stream here on Friday, Saturday, Sunday here since there's going to be PUBG Mobile coming up. And big shout outs to the rest of our sponsors here, Scope, Solutions, Fan Education, and UTM. So while we're waiting for the players to come in the lobby, let's just talk a little bit about what has transpired these few days. Because, we had the registration up for a few days, then all of a sudden, boom. We got like 100 over registrations coming in. So going to be a lot of new fresh blood here. I've seen a lot of players where I don't even know what their names are. They're so young, all the fresh talent here. So I'm excited to see them just developing and showing us what they can do.
Yeah, exactly. Again, we're going to be having 3 different groups and 3 matches for
Five
qualifiers right
groups.
there. So 3 matches,
Groups. Five,
five,
five.
5 groups. Okay, 5 groups. We're going to have 3 matches each for each qualifier right there. So they're going to have to just duke it out and try to get as many points as they can. So gonna be super super fun to see exactly how these teams manage. Again, a lot of people have registered, and it means so much to us. Again, guys, thank you so much for the support in all our tournaments that we do. And breaking into PUBG, just seeing the community come at it has been just fantastic.
Yeah, and I really think that with a little bit of push, these players they could be something great. And of course, thank you for like I don't always mention our sponsors, but I gotta thank them again because this just gives the avenue for all these players to group up, just show their skills and maybe just polish it. Because there's nothing like tournament experience here. You can't just go to a scrim and expect to get a medal because a scrim is just a scrim. People will test out new strategies and stuff. But when it's a tournament, it's all on the line. All the stakes are here. So these teams are going to play focus and going to have a different atmosphere around the game. So you have pressure, you have, of course, with pressure comes glory. So will these players be glorious? We'll have to wait and see. There's a lot at stake right now.
Yeah, but again, I don't feel any of these players should be deterred if they do lose out in the tournament. Again, that prize money is delicious and the fame is, of course, even more so. But this is going to be a wonderful experience for a lot of these teams. Again, going to be, a lot of them are very young, under 18 right here. So it's just going to be might be the first taste of trying to go for a tournament of actual glory. And if they do really well, then, they might get hooked. And so, thankfully, a lot of the developers for a lot of these games have been so attentive to the scene. So we might even see more support. So guys, if you feel really bad at losing or you don't think you're doing really well, remember everybody starts somewhere, and we do like to see a lot of fresh player talent. So really looking for all of you guys coming to even more of our tournaments.
Yeah, and like you said, winning is not everything, but of course, it's more about the experience we get from these matches. So I really think the people show and gain experience here. There's no such thing as losing. It's you win or you learn in this tournament. So, and I mean, it's more of an educational thing, because even if you lose, you do get a little bit of that sense of accomplishment. It's not easy to just join the tournament and put your name out in the public to be ridiculed if you lose. So very brave here coming from these players, and I don't think I should say that.
Yeah, just second guessing that right there. I mean, it does mean a lot to these players right there if they can really put it to the distance and try to get into past the qualifiers and into the grand finals, because that is what the aim is overall for. Again, these are just the qualifiers right here, so there is a little bit of room for error. Again, gonna have those 3 matches right there, but honestly, in terms of bigger scope of things, just three matches, it's not a lot, honestly, because as things go, it could be really difficult to just try and get your place into that grand finals. But that's why we have the wildcard tournament for on Friday.
Yeah, like you said, wildcard tournament. If you don't make it here today or tomorrow or on Sunday, there is gonna be the qualifiers open for you. Of course, for today on the Friday, we're gonna only have one group here, Group A. We're having 3 maps here. Map 1, Map 2, Map 3, Sunhook. We have all the others as well. Last map already down to the last map. So there's some people already limited, but don't worry. There is, of course, like we said, the wild card. So don't go anywhere after you lose. So, I mean, we have seen so many miraculous comebacks. For some reason, Malaysian esports, we like to lose early on, then we make the miracle run, as people like to call it. It's nicknamed the Malaysian run. So that is how we're going to run it off here. So we're going to see a lot of dark horses in this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Even in the last game over at Miramar, we did see, I think it was Wasp, who was really solid. Last man alive, managed to get 7 kills under his belt for his team and placed within the top 5. Yeah, again, not going to be a winner chicken dinner, but those kills are going to add up into points. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what these guys need to progress further into the tournament and get higher in that placing. So just seeing some performances like that so far, even in just the second game of the qualifiers, has been such an entertaining blast. So we really hope to see more of that coming in from the rest of the teams. Again, qualifiers, it is just the first step. The grand finals is where everything is on the line right here. So we're just going to see these guys have fun at the end of the day is what I feel like.
Yeah, I think having fun is the main priority coming in here. I think, them doing really well is one. of the major things. I really hope that we see a lot of great matches here. There's already 2 matches coming in. We saw all these great outplays. That, especially that nice kill coming in earlier where we saw blue team getting that flag behind. And I'm just making up scenarios here, but it's the most important thing right now. And I think it's gonna be a very, very good thing. So I think the most important thing, like I've said, is having fun.
Yeah, and again, with a lot of these young players, they might lose that in their vision right there. That is possibly the big key for them coming out on top of this tournament. Because at the end of the day, this is indeed a video game. But you know, we hope that a lot of these players do enjoy their experience right there and gonna be able to go through further on into the tournament again. With a lot of the qualifiers here, it's been on the on the edge, and just seeing them already do also so much outplay so far in just the 2 games has been wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. And we've seen all these team plays, but I really want to see maybe someone going for a little bit something more unorthodox, maybe going for a little bit of a we haven't seen a vehicle kill yet, so I'm looking forward to a vehicle kill here. Vehicle kill, one of the best things to watch in the tournament. So having a vehicle kill will be very, very funny or entertaining, I would say, to watch. So let's just hope maybe someone has the guts to pull it off.
Or maybe even a crossbow kill, honestly. If we see a crossbow headshot in this game, if we see like maybe even just like a 100-meter crossbow shot, I would definitely lose it right there. But we already saw really, really solid picks coming from Miramar. Again, bigger map, a lot of flat ground. We did see possibly maybe over a 200-meter, like close to 300-meter shot coming in from one of the teams right there. So that's why a lot of people like Miramar in those matches, because you're able to gun down from so far. Not going to be too much of a factor here in Sunhook. A lot of places to hide, a lot of trees, and the river. Going to be a little bit of play right there. So again, there's still room for outplay, especially when you're winding around the compounds in that area. It's just that it's still a small map at the end of the day.
No, like you said, there's a lot of cover here, but that's why it's a small map. So there's going to be a lot of reconnaissance coming from all teams. They can just crawl in the swamps, get out of the swamp coming in from any team here if you walk a little bit too deep. And like having already the smokes, like most teams, they do bring out the smoke for the utility of the help here. Is going to be so well done here. And I think what a sheesh coming in for the team here. So going to have a little bit of a face mask coming in here for the side of IRH. So I want to say stay safe here during this pandemic. COVID-19, stay home, keep your family safe and keep yourself safe through these trying times.
Yeah, it's been a difficult time for a lot of us here, but at the end of the day, we do want everybody to have a good time as well. So feel free to support us trying to hold out for this tournament right here, and all the support coming in for the tournament. We've been able to fill up full slots for this PUBG mobile tournament. It's just been wonderful reaction from the rest of you guys. So we really hope that we want to just make it up for
3, 2, 1, rolling!
Okay, yeah.
So, of course, here EMVP here on the side. And just gotta relax here, waiting for the games to start. And I think exactly the thing we gotta do is just not wear the face mask anymore.
Yeah, because that's going to give us a major headache while we are commentating. So that's definitely coming off first when we get the game started. But guys, at home, please stay safe and stay at home if possible. We do want to get those numbers down, and we want to make sure that we can come out of this all together and even better. So if you can, we love and care for you. So please.
Care and love as well, I think it's important that you invite as well. And okay.
Got all the ants out?
No. So, while we're waiting for the match to start, I want to talk a little bit about the maps we have. We have 3 maps here. We have Sunhook, we have... What else do we have?
Okay. Miramar? Yeah. I got the weirdest type of one right there. And Erangel. Erangel. It is with an E, okay? It is from different foreign languages, okay? We got Russian earlier. Of course, Sunhook taking a little bit closer to the Southeast Asia sort of oriented thing, so maybe taking a little bit from Thailand and Vietnam right there. But again, Erangel, Miramar. And of course, the last map that we're going to be seeing today is Sunhook.
Okay. What are the maps again?
Okay, Erangel. So that is that's the classic map. Erangel.
Is that how you pronounce Erangel? How you spell it?
E-R Angel.
E-R Angel.
Technically it's a little bit that, right?
Erangel.
Yeah. 2, Mira.
How spell M?
Yeah. I was listening to a bunch of Europeans saying it. So, yeah, I've been lied to. Okay, Malaysian say Sunhook. And if you want to see exactly how Miramar is spelled, Miramar. Yeah. A Sunhook. Like hawk, closer to hawk. Miramar. Like almost like Myanmar, but not.
Miramar.
Yeah, Miramar.
And Sunhook.
Sunhook, closer to sun, like almost a bird. Sunhook.
So we have Erangel.
Erangel. Erangel. I will say almost like that.
Erangel.
Yeah.
Erangel.
I'm gonna go back and listen to some more. But then Miramar.
Sunhook, Erangel, Miramar.
Miramar.
Erangel, Miramar, and Sunhook.
Yeah. So those are the maps that we will be seeing. Again, we've already go to Leonas, but it did not go into the city. It actually pulled up to the rough terrain into the mountains. So we actually saw a lot of earlier on in that game, but for that over in our last map for today, gonna be really difficult to try and get those long range snipes. There's not a lot of clear ground to get those. Maybe if you're playing a lot of bridges, it's really difficult to say.
Yeah, and first map is gonna be Erangel here. Gonna have, of course, the very famous Pochinki, having the school, the prison, the military base, all popular spots of those of you in PUBG Mobile or the real one, the PC.
Let's say the real PUBG too.
The PC version of PUBG, you would know that that's one of the most popular, the first map they started with. So you gotta see a lot of players very familiar with the map, or maybe even they do prefer maybe Sunhook because it is a smaller map. I know a lot of players, they don't really like Miramar.
Yeah, some of them don't favor the long range fights in a lot for the case of Miramar. But again, there's just something about the, maybe a bit of nostalgia, maybe a bit of familiarity at the end of the day a lot of these teams prefer. But when it comes down to Sunhook, I know a lot of players are actually they actually like that map a lot, just simply because not only are the games are faster, they're a bit more intense, and they really take in your positioning in key, because again, not a lot of room to work with. You're gonna have to read where you want to land and where you want to position yourself, especially when the ring between the 3 islands.
Yeah, and you know, is that when you have Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie here.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, yeah.
Alpha, Bravo here. Yeah, they really have a little bit of a different. Alpha is going to be so small. He only has the camp. They have Hatim, Gao Team. So we have Hatim on the side of Alpha on the map. So gonna be over here. So not a lot of teams here will be on the side of Alpha, but being so big, they have the boot camp, they have Paradise, they have the quarry, they have Kampong as well. Langkawi. I think sound a bit like Langkawi, but it's not the same.
Langkawi. Langkawi. And then of course one of the smaller islands. We have already talked about Alpha, but we can't forget about Charlie, closer to the mid and the center, right there. People like to drop near there, especially and all that near the river, because they do favor the loot area, and it's easier to get a rotation from there, because you can decide whether you want to break into Alpha, go into Bravo at that point. Again, a lot available on the side for Charlie.
Yeah, and the most important thing when you drop into Sunhook is getting for those very 3 camps here, Camp Alpha, Charlie, and Bravo. So we're going to be very, I wouldn't say real hot spots, but there are points of interest for teams here. Of course, we have Sami. So racist. Sami, Hang Tim lah, Tak Mok ah, Kampong ah. Okay, so Sami here, another big city over the side of Charlie. So probably be the most if teams do drop in there. And can't forget about the very Painang, because it does secure both Charlie and Bravo in together, so it's going to be a very interesting spot here.
Again, going to be we have seen drops over there, but simply because that river in the center, if you want to move from one side to the other, you're literally swimming duck. You're not to shoot or be able to really escape any fire. So crossing the rivers in a lot of this is actually quite dangerous, which is why we also see a lot of gatekeeping within the here in the game. So it's actually going to be really terrifying to see what kind of positioning a lot of these squads get when they do have the favor.
Yeah, I've seen actually a lot of games where people does land around ruins, and people just camp left. People camp towards the further end of the map where the bridge on the top of ruins, and they just camp and they gatekeep that so hard. Teams will be like big buggies coming, like 4 different buggies. They all get shot down because it's just so easy to shoot in a straight line when they come through the bridge. So it's gonna be a big. Most of the time, I do see the circle going towards Bravo. Just if you look at statistically, it's just bigger, so he has a better chance of getting the circle there.
Yeah, but again, the ring taken. We have seen hearts to the left towards the center of the island as things progress. So it has been really key to really get the ring in your favor. But that's half the fun of honestly, is just having to really react to a lot of the situations and get the upper hand in a lot of maps right here. So we will be getting into the game very shortly. We'll just have to see exactly what everybody. Again, if most teams will have a sort of favorite spot, a preferred spot to land, and it might rotate. They might try to continue on, but it might not in a kill, maybe in just a knockdown or 2. It's really difficult to say a thing will go for as the game goes.
Yeah, so the thing is, people like Sunhook, but also dislike Sunhook because it's so full of so much trees, the water, the greenness of the
shelters.
A lot of so some teams they like this high ground, especially a lot of size. Look at the amount of ponds and rivers. Look at the amount of small little shelters all around. So for teams players that do sheltering in a building, it is their dream home. That's why for teams that prefer that really open fights, they're not going to get it because there's going to be just so much just inbuilt into the map.
Yeah, but that also brings up the question of grenade play. We did a lot of smoke cover, essential and very, very important for a lot of these teams to have that, be able to really use the smoke. But frag grenades, Molotov, also very, very good cover, very good at locking teams down. So we just gotta have to see how things go. We are actually in a whole different map. No, this is gonna be in the camp right here. So this is, I believe, near one of the military bases coming in from Sunhawk right here, and it's like there's one team already down. I believe there were 16 teams. This is gonna be very interesting right here. We're already seeing quick patches coming up right here, and you're gonna have to ration out those resources as the game goes on.
Yeah, and already healing up the team. So a lot of people fighting off at the boot camp here for this map, and I believe it's going to be a lot of potential. Basically 4 teams is dropped here. We see blue, red, you have yellow as well, and we have the very yellow. So we're going to see a lot of fights here. You can see already how they're going to be 7 teams actually in total, but you're going to be yellow just all alone here. You're going to see how they fight. Now you can see here on the side of KS, they're going to have walking around, and they're going to restrict the map. You can see everything will be very, very difficult. And now I think they're just waiting for kills, because opposite the building they does spot out a member of the. You might be looking for a cheeky kill. KS here will be on different sides. So now looking maybe for a minute.
Let's just see how they can. They are down 2 members right here, but there we go. The grenade does go down. Be able to try and flush out the squad. They're not getting knockdowns, but they are trying to push right now, knowing they got a bit of damage right in there. So they're pushing into the building right here. It looks like they might have, but no, the spray is gonna go down, and will a member go down? It looks like it is be a knockdown, but it will be a kill. So that is 1 point for to be pretty happy with that right now. But as the fight draws on, we do have to worry about the ring place, because if things drag on right now, it could be pretty bad. But looking at how they're going for their gun, opting more for a mid-range sort of fight, going with the Vector, going more with submachine guns right here, just trying to get a decent spray and just working down. We also able to see quite a few drop shots coming in from these teams.
Yeah, and look at blue. Actually, it might be basically spotting out around here. You can see he does probably see a member here on the left a little bit, so might be looking for the fight here. You see them running around using the wall to their advantage. Looking at Cass also just hiding through the barricades here. Now a fight will look shooting. We'll get the very low. We'll get him down here. So going to be very happy for the side of 7AE, and just look at how well they're walking up here.
Oh, but 7AE is going to get knocked down as well. They did give the position with the shooting. They do have the high ground. The rest of the team looks like they're trying to get some help in right now, but it looks like they could get rushed in from the brown side right here. As we see 2 knocks coming in from our trading right there. But no, ultimately at the end of the day, it looks like Brown is going to get knocked down right there. Blue comes out on top. 7AE is going to be able to survive the exchange right. They are going to be moving on further. They're going to be able to survive and looking to rack up events. But boot camp, it's a hot fight after fight in this zone.
So KZ, they're not together right now. They're not going to be interfering with each other, but I find they won't spoil each other. Of course, 7AE, they will win the fight. Like, they're going to use the first aid to recover, and from the start, the 7AE are still around. Now that they killed off the yellow team here, so they're going to be very vigilant, looking around, looking to spot maybe anyone out of cover. And 7AE, they are no fight right now, still taking up the painkillers here, so maybe a little bit of aggression coming as could work out, but they're slowly just hovering around 7AE. I don't think they know exactly, but with this running around, I'm pretty sure 7AE knows someone is here. He not cares. He's also looking around. He does know that someone is nearby. We're gonna see what they do go here. Stuck in the building, they're looking at the stairs here. Will it be a peek coming in? He does drop down. They hear the fall. Okay, someone is out there. And at the same time, they don't want to push out the zone. You can see first the 7. The third person is going to be a lot of advantages coming. Still waiting for someone to pass by. He might hear him out the side of KZ. So let's just see what 7AE do. They're going to throw the grenade out right now.
Yeah, so the grenade is right here. To flush out of the area. Now, no sign of retreat coming in from the side of AE. Might try to play it down right there, but the AE is knocked them out. The shots go down, but not going to be able to land the spray. The spray able to get a knockdown. They knew the rest of the team is right there, and there we have it. That is going to be game right there, and it all came down in boot camp.
Yeah, and it'll be very nice to watch here. So congratulations to KS. They were so close. 7AE just so well. I think it'll be very nice to watch. And they do secure the third map of Sunhawk. Everyone's they say, guys, let's just end this quick. Let's just jump on to bootcamp, and they just do just that.
Yeah, so there we have it. That will be the third qualifier right there. Again, we have so many groups today. We do have multiple days that we're doing this. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be the qualifier. So if you guys missed out on the action, feel free to join us on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this week, where we'll be seeing even more teams compete and solidify their slot in the grand finals.
Don't worry, if you don't make it today, it's going to be the wildcards coming on to the next Friday here. So as always, next time, don't give dreams. If your dreams cannot be just dreams, if you think hard enough, I think it will be really awesome to watch.
Yeah, and it's been a blast.
My mic was
off. was actually quite a fun run again with how small that
Tapi
map
the last
was.
one,
We did see a very intense fight coming. We'll just have to see exactly how things went on further in for the other groups in the qualifiers. Again, we do have multiple groups, 3 matches each time. Just gonna have to see who will come out on top and who will place in the grand finals.
Yep, and you know, I gotta say, these people are so young, but they have so much talent in the say. Come and celebrations here for the team. So congratulations, celebrations for the team. So I'm gonna be very interested in them, and there's YouTube coming in as well as now our main sponsor coming in for EMVP League.
That's right, guys. Okay, there we go. We're so
the guy has a really long,
very interesting outfit as well.
Sheesh! You know, I like the players coming in from PUBG Mobile. They are very sportsman-like. They are having a lot of potential here. So forward to the future for PUBG Mobile here.
Yeah, indeed. It's been really fun to these games of PUBG Mobile right there. It's such a fun time, such a romp right here. And joining me right now is Orewa. Chef, how you doing, buddy? Of course, nobody can hear you right now. Oh my goodness gracious me. How like and how unprofessional right there. Orewa, Chef, how could you? How could you? Uchiha Chef. Oh yeah, that is the dog right there.
Yeah, so that is the match coming on. Because, you know, so well done coming on 7 AE. They were so close to getting that win, but they do get second place, snuffed out by ZS here.
Okay,
so,
okay.
yeah, I mean, that was all. That is it here for Asia of the third match. Sunhawk will finish it off here. So 3 matches here. The is done. Don't worry, tomorrow we're going to have 2 more groups, Group B and Group C. Each 3 different matches for themselves. Don't go anywhere. Don't be a square. Be a circle. Wait. Huh? Yes.
Yes, because they're around.
Me.
I never said that.
I'm around. Hey. Caught on stream.
You know, here at Asia, we don't support bullying right here. We don't support cyberbullying or any sort of harassment of and it's just becoming behavior, unbecoming conduct, as they would say.
Yeah, so thank you so much for watching today's here at Asia. We wish you the best of luck from me, Neon Faith.
And from me, Downright Fierce.
We're signing off. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.